Boom! All right, welcome to another episode of our podcast. I've been delaying this episode for a while kasi ang dami kong nai-experience recently or naging busy for one. Pero again, since we are unscripted or we don't really have a script to follow, we only have specific topics I want to talk about or ina-outline ko lang yung topic na pag-uusapan natin. I usually record podcasts kapag mas fresh yung feeling sa akin, which makes it more authentic in my opinion. Kasi yun nga, kapag hindi na siya parang dati ko pa naisip tapos may ni-record akong nauna, ganun, hindi ko pa naman naranasan recently yung thing na sinasabi ko. It's just a bit more scripted na siya in a sense. And again, I want to keep it as unscripted as possible. So, yeah, today's topic would be about not spending money you don't have or stop spending money you don't have. So, medyo magiging financial episode to. But I think during this age or yung edad na nasan ako ngayon, it's the time that we start to be professionals. We start earning our own money. So it's not only for those ones that are already, well, sorry for the term, pero old, or the ones that are already, veterans in this game of working or earning money and stuff. So ito is applicable din para sa lalo na sa mga baguhan, especially when you get offered your first credit card and some shit like that. It's something na nakaka-tempt kasi, credit card is supposedly a tool, 'di ba? Lagi nilang sinasabi 'yon, pero they don't really specify how, and they don't even give you real life scenarios on how you could really use your credit card. So we have different situations again in life. And in those situations, syempre magkakaiba tayo ng paggamit ng credit card. So, ang mahirap kasi sa ating mga Pilipino or most of the people, we spend the money we don't have. But what I mean by that is, of course, credit card is credit. It's a line that you pay the next month. So, essentially, dapat ang ugali natin is gagamitin natin yung credit card but we already have the funds to pay for the card next month, for the bill next month. So, for example, sa akin, the way I use my credit card is I use it for one, buying things dun sa pwesto namin, so for business. And then for the other one, since I only have one credit card, I use it as well to buy things off of Shopee. So, kasi mas convenient. Kunyari, wala ako dito sa bahay. Ay, iwan nyo na lang dyan. Di ba? Bayad naman na ganun. So, I use it like that. Pero, at the end of every month, I make sure to pay the credit card in full. Di ba? Kasi yun nga yung parang to avoid monthly expenses na naman sa'yo na month by month mong iniisip, the best way to use your credit card is for you to pay for the bill in full the next month. That's why sinasabi ko nga, don't spend money you don't have. So ako, hindi ko ginagamit yung credit card ko on items that I don't already have the amount in my bank account. So for example, bibili ako ng sapatos worth 3,500 or 4,000, 5,000. Yung 5,000 pesos na yon, nandun na talaga siya sa ATM ko or sa savings account ko. It's just that I use credit card for one, para tumaas yung credit score ko, para tumaas din yung credit limit ko. Tapos para sa rebates, that's another thing that these banks give you. They give you good rebates, they give you points, they give you discounts, they give you a lot of things in return for using their credit line. So ganun lang siya dapat. So that's the way I use it, and at least ngayon naman consistently na umaangat yung credit line natin. So that's good. So the thing with the other point naman or perspective, if wala kayong credit, may inaasahan kayong sahod. For example, ako bi-weekly ang sahod ko. Every month I receive around 45 if you convert it, yeah. So bi-weekly yun. So every 2 weeks I receive around 22,000 pesos from my salary. So ang nangyayari kasi doon is, kunyari, hindi mo pa sahod. Say for example, it's 15,000. Sige, let's say 15,000 yung sahod mo per month. So parang 7,500 kada kinsenas. Ngayon, yung 7,500 na yon, ginagastos mo na agad kasi in your mind, may dadating naman akong sahod. So, ginagastos mo na siya agad. Pero ang problema kasi sa ganun na attitude or mentality is, ang mangyayari sa inyo, for example, you're expecting money to come in. Paano kung na-delay? So, hindi na kayo nakabayad. 'Di ba? For example, ngayon, mabebenta ko tong gamit ko next week. For example, yan, binibenta nyo yung jacket. For example lang for example, binibenta nyo yung jacket, mayroon kayong seller the next week. Now, the amount of 750, ginamit nyo na siya agad, say, pangkain or pangbili ng luho ninyo or whatever, and nag-cancel yung client ninyo. So, wala na yung 750. Gumastos ka ng 750, meron ka pang benta na hindi mo nabibenta. So, again, that's like parang double problem ang nangyayari. Tas in the end, you end up losing money. So, it's not a good practice to do. Yung ganun na ugali, 'di ba? Na spending money you don't have. The thing with that kasi is for one, sinasanay ninyo na umaasa kayo agad sa dadating na pera kahit hindi naman. Again, only spend money that you have already in your savings account or nandun na sa wallet ninyo. Kasi yan, guaranteed na yan. Nandyan na yung pera. Huwag kayong gumagastos in advance kasi that's not a good idea. In the end, mababaon lang din kayo sa utang. So, whatever happens, that's your fault essentially. So, hindi nyo pwedeng sisihin yung, hey, kasi ganito, ganyan, ganyan. No, it's your decision. You know, like ako din naman, guilty ako sa mga ganyan. Dati din na-try ko yan na dadating naman yung sahod ko, sige, bilhin ko na tong sapatos, ganon. Tapos yan, biglang may unexpected kang gastusin during that 1 week na hinihintay mo yung sahod mo, tapos mas importanteng gastusan yon. So again, nabawasan yung savings mo instead na yung parating na sahod mo yung nabawasan. So it's a loss on your end again. Mas lalo na kapag luho yung binibili nyo and not investments. Well, hindi lalaki yung pera. It's just, for you to have, or it's piss away money essentially, yung ginastos ninyo. So, another tip that I could give you is using your card. Sinabi ko na kanina I mean, I'm just making them into separate bullet points kasi essentially ito yung ugali ko. Tas I believe it's a good practice as well. So again, spending or using your card on things that you have the cash or the amount in your bank account already. So say for example, bibili kayo ng ref niyan na worth 18,000 yung mga magagandang ref na ngayon. So bibili kayo ng ref na worth 18,000. Supposedly dapat it's either meron na kayong 18,000 or more than 18,000 in your savings account na pwede mo nang gamitin sana pangbili, 'di ba? So essentially meron na kayong cash but you're only using your credit card to have the option to split the payments for one or to have the rebates na maganda or discount, 'di ba? Kasi most of the time naman, 'di ba, makikita nyo 0% installment, ganyan-ganyan. So at least meron na kayong 18,000. Ngayon, it's very easy to open a savings account lalo with the banking apps and stuff. 'Di ba pwede kayong mag-request ng isa pang account ulit na e-savings account. Tapos dun yun na ilagay. So for example, ito, tip ko na lang sa inyo para solid example siya, hindi theoretical or stuff. So let's take the ref na 18,000. Yung 18,000 na yun, since meron na sa savings account ninyo, ilipat nyo na siya sa e-savings account. Tapos when your credit card calls or whatever, when you scroll through the app, yung 18,000 na yon split ninyo into 3 months. So, magiging parang 6,000 at 0% interest. So, at least, yung 18,000 nakaseparate na dun sa bank account ninyo na e-savings. From that e-savings, that's where you'll get yung ipapangbayad ninyo monthly. 'Di ba? So, essentially, bayad na siya in full. In-split nyo lang siya to get the perks, to get the benefits, and to have a better credit score. Pero, the total amount is already in your bank account. So, hindi nyo na talaga siya problema. So that's one thing that I do. Lagi akong merong, let's say not separate account all the time, pero lagi akong merong extra funds in my savings account that I know I can spend on Shopee things or whatever shopping or food that I buy outside that I use my credit card on. So lagi yan. Laging meron na akong pera na pangbayad talaga doon. I just use my credit card again to boost the credit limit and stuff. Kasi, credit card opens up opportunities for you. 'Di ba? So, second tip, mamaya babalikan ko yung opportunity sa credit card. So, third tip, that I could give you is, again, paying your monthly dues in full. Kasi 'di ba minsan dadating yung credit card bill, tapos makikita nyo na pwede kayong mag-pay partially, 'di ba? Parang minimum amount to pay to keep using the ano, ganun. Tinitignan ng banks 'yan. Tinitignan ng banks, tas nakikita nila na ay ito, hindi siya magaling mag-manage ng pera. Taasan pa natin yung credit limit. Kasi gustong-gusto nila 'yan para mas lalo kayong mabaon sa utang. So you have to be wise in using your credit card and not use it on things that you don't really use or you don't really need, 'di ba? Kasi yung iba, ang credit card lifesaver para sa kanila eh. For example, wala na silang cash, talagang like wala na silang cash, hindi pa umabot. Saka lang nila gagamitin yung credit card nila to buy essentials like food, milk for the baby, ganyan, to pay the bills, ganon. Pero the next pay cut that they get, babayadan at babayadan agad nila yung ginamit nila sa credit card. So this is something that I learned from Francis Kong. If you don't know who Francis Kong is a businessman and a motivational speaker, business advisor dito sa Pilipinas and sa ibang bansa as well. So, ang laging itinuro sa kanya ng parents niya is kapag may utang ka, bayaran mo yan. Kasi hindi yan sa'yo. Which is true. So, kapag may utang kayo, lagi niyong babayaran. Kasi, again, with the associating disgust thing that I talked about in my previous episodes, try to associate that with having debts, no? Na parang pag may utang ka, mandiri ka sa sarili mo. Na bakit ka may utang? Dapat bayaran mo 'yun kasi kadiri ka o kasi dugyot ka, ganun. Na kapag hindi mo binayaran. So associate disgust or whatever makes you feel guilty or guilt, pwede, in that habit that you do or practice that you do para maalis ninyo siya, 'di ba? So, yun. That's another thing. If may utang kayo, bayaran ninyo. Kasi it saves you a lot of pressure na rin in the future. 'Di ba? Saves you from a lot of problems. Kasi nga, bayad na. Kaya nga 'di ba when I said na yung 18K na yon para sa ref is i-separate na ninyo. Kasi even if you're paying it monthly, essentially, nandun na siya, bayad na siya. You just split the payments to get the rewards. 'Di ba? Ganun lang yon. So, it's just mind games and having the proper discipline and patience para lang magamit nyo ng maayos yung credit card. Tapos another one, and this one I personally do, using credit card to give yourself leeway for important expenses or investments. Like I've said before, di ba, magkakaiba tayo. And going back to the opportunity part na sinabi ko kanina dun sa second advice or third advice na sinabi ko. Some people, again, use it for essentials na lang. Like, last resort nila ang credit card, which is okay kasi heavily reliant pa rin sa cash ang Pilipinas. But if you use it for investments, it gives you... this is how you use the credit card as a tool. For example, bibili kayo ng bail. O kaya, hindi bail. Let's think of another thing that you could resell. Say for example, you have a bulk order sa Shopee ng items na i-resell ninyo. Now you use your credit card to buy those items. Say for example, it's 10,000 pesos worth of say items na mabebenta ninyo, tapos ang kikitain ninyo is around 20,000, ganun. Basta doble puhunan essentially. So ang mangyayari doon, gagamitin niyo yung credit card ninyo to buy that one so that the cash that you have currently is you can live off that cash for the meantime. Pero, yung pinaggastusan nyo ng 10,000 na yun, dun sa credit ninyo, is pagkakakitaan ninyo and mabebenta ninyo, and by the end of the month, or before the end of the month, or before the end of next month, is maibabalik na agad yung 10,000, sigurado, guaranteed. 'Di ba? Nagigets nyo ba yung point ko? Like yung binili ninyo, let's make it into simpler terms. Pag credit kasi, hindi manggagaling sa inyo mismo, hindi manggagaling sa savings, hindi manggagaling sa cash ninyo. So for example, think of it as getting a debt to pay for an investment. So I say investment kasi may return yung pera ninyo. So for example, let's say bibili ako ng item na naka-sale sa Shopee ng 8,000. So, originally, ang price ng item is 17. Pero nag-sale ang Shopee at may vouchers ako. So, ginamit ko yung credit card ko to pay for the 8,000. So, instead of shelling out 8,000 from my savings na pwede kong gamitin as expenses ko during the week or during the month, ginamit ko yung credit card ko para next month ko pa babayaran. Ngayon, yung 8,000 pesos worth na item na yon, ni-resell ko for 15. Oh, so ni-resell mo yung item na binili mo gamit yung credit mo ng 8,000 for 15,000. So kayo na mag-minus. 15 minus 8 is 7. Essentially, kumita ka ng 7,000 dun sa item na yun kasi nakuha mo siya on sale. 'Di ba? Tapos ni-resell mo lang siya. So yung 7,000 na yun, kita mo na yun. Tapos yung 8,000, bayad na siya kasi yun yung ibabayad mo sa credit card mo. Yung 7, you keep it in the bank or you invest it in another item or thing. That's how you use your credit card as a tool. You use it to buy things that you know you can make money out of. Yun nga yung purpose ng credit card kasi hindi mo gagastusin yung mismong savings mo. It gives you a month to think of a way kung paano mo pagkakakitaan yung pinaggastusan mo ng credit mo essentially, 'di ba? So parang ganun lang 'yun. That's how it works. That's how everything falls into place, ganyan, paano ka uutang para kumita. Kasi 'di ba, you hear a lot of people, business people saying na, hindi, inutang ko lang yan, tapos ganito, ganyan, kumita ako, binayaran ko slowly. So, that's the thing. If lubog kayo sa utang, lalo sa credit, the best way to go on about it is to pay it little by little and not use it. Well, most probably, hindi nyo na magagamit kung lubog kayo sa utang kasi your credit card's blocked off, pero tawag pa rin ng tawag yung bank sa inyo. But, you know, you just pay it gradually until maging zero, tapos maybe talk to your bank again na, hey, I'm in a better financial situation now, I can reapply for another credit card if I could. Can I reapply? Sasabihin nila hindi. Well, go to another bank and check there. But essentially, yun yung kailangan ninyong gawin. Just be wise with using your credit card and using your money as well. Ito lang yung advice na masasabi ko para hindi kayo malulung sa utang. Kasi a lot of people, again, umaasa sila sa sahod, which is okay, but they end up spending the money that they don't have. So I already explained what that means, and I hope you learned something from this episode. So yun, that's just a business tip from me. Hindi lahat ng negosyante sinasabi yun. I think it's a pretty common thing that they do. Kasi kaya nga that's what keeps them rich. They don't really share a lot of things that they know. Pero if you know who to listen to, mga business people dito sa Pilipinas, you know, like Francis Kong and stuff, like he actually tells you a lot of values. He doesn't tell you business advice directly na parang paano mo gagamitin tong pera na to, saan mo ilalagay, ganun. No. He just tells you about the attitude, the skills, the virtues that you need in business para lumago kayo sa negosyo. Pero siguro, most probably, if you buy his courses, he probably has, you know, like where to put your money. Do you put it in stocks? Do you put it in gun? Siguro may ganun siya, but most of his content that I watched, it's mainly about attitude and perspective. Yun lang mostly ang parang content niya when it comes to business, at least. So, yeah, that's me. At least I kept it under 20 minutes. Hopefully you learned a lot and have a few takeaways from this video kasi feel ko, yun nga, again, marami ng kaedad ko na nandun na tayo sa stage, kumikita na tayo, may sahod na tayo and stuff. So you have to be wary on how you use your credit card kasi, you know, minsan, credit na lang, credit, and then it piles up and then you're fucked. Anyways, thank you for listening. Sorry, nadagdagan na naman yung jacket ko, may kinuha na naman akong dalawa. But anyways, I shall see y'all in the next episode. Again, this is available on Spotify and on the Red app. Most probably snippets would be posted either way on TikTok. So, yeah, thank you very much for listening. I hope you learned something from this episode. Thank you and good night.